नमिन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ नमो भगवते रुद्राय श्रीशम्भवे नमः नमस्ते अस्तु भगवन् विश्वेश्वराय महादेवाय त्रयम्बकाय त्रिपुरान्तकाय त्रिवाग्निकालाय कालाग्निरुद्राय नीलकण्ठाय मृत्युञ्जयाय सर्वेश्वराय सदाशिवाय श्रीमन्महादेवाय नमः ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनात् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् ॐ सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
I request everyone to be seated.
I request everyone, please take your seat.
Good morning, esteemed guests, faculty, staff, parents and students. Graduation is a momentous occasion, a time not only to celebrate the culmination of your academic journey, but also to envision the future that awaits. As we stand here today, Snatak 2025 provides an invaluable opportunity to reflect on the path that has brought you to this pinnacle of success and to embrace the new beginnings ahead. I am Arupla Abhinaya Reddy and it is my privilege, along with my co-host Kirtan Mishra, to extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to each one of you to Snatak 2025, the 30th convocation of the Sivasivani Institute of Management.
Today, we assemble not only to celebrate the successful completion of the postgraduate diploma in management, but also to honor the deeper purpose that education serves. True education extends beyond the acquisition of knowledge. It nurtures well-being, cultivates character, and strengthens our ability to contribute meaningfully to society. This convocation marks the culmination of a rigorous 2-year journey defined by resilience, perseverance, and growth. At this distinguished moment, we stand united in collective pride, reflecting not just on academic achievement, but on the transformative experiences that have shaped us at the SSIM community.
The Sivasivani Group of educational institutions with esteemed legacy spanning over 64 years has established itself as a hallmark of educational excellence, comprising of 5 renowned institutions: SPS High School, Sivasivani Junior College, Sivasivani Degree College, Kompally, Sivasivani Degree College, Hyderabad, and the Sivasivani Institute of Management. This group has consistently upheld the higher standards of learning. The Sivasivani Institute of Management, with over 3 decades of unwavering commitment to excellence in management education, stands as a premier B-school offering a supreme learning environment. Its alumni network extends across districts in Telangana, states throughout India, and countries around the world, reflecting the Institute's profound impact across industries and sectors. The legacy of Sivasivani is enduring, leaving an indelible mark of distinction in the realm of education.
At the Sivasivani Group of institutions, academic excellence is not merely an aspiration but a cherished tradition, deeply embedded in its ethos. Every scholar who has walked through these halls has gone on to excel in the professional pursuits, bringing distinction both themselves and enduring honor to their alma mater. Their illustrious accomplishments stand as a living testament to the institution's unwavering dedication to nurturing personal growth and advancing academic distinction. Today, we are privileged to have us with two exemplary leaders, our esteemed chief guest, Professor T.G. Sitaram, Chairman AICT, and the guest of honor.
Welcome to our distinguished guests as we celebrate these achievements and honor the enduring legacy of excellence that defines our institution.
Education is the beacon that dispels the darkness of ignorance, softens the urges of conflict, and unites diverse voices into harmony. It nurtures liberty, equality, and the promise of a brighter tomorrow. With this spirit, we now come together to light the ceremonial lamp and mark the auspicious beginning of Snada 2025.
Now, I invite Madam President Srimati R.T. Sampati, the guest of honor Sri Ramakrishna Satluri, CEO, Shakti Energy Solutions Limited, Dr. Silas Sampati, Vice President and Deputy Chief Executive, Srimati Deepika Sampati, Associate Vice President, Professor Dr. Ambuj Gupta, Director, Sivasivani Institute of Management, and Professor N.R.K. Chakravarti, Deputy Director, to please come forward to light the lamp. I also invite Ms. Jayashree, Ms. Srigari, and Ms. Kirtana to invoke the blessings of the Almighty. I request that you all remain standing during the invocation.
కెమెరానే తెప్పిస్తున్నా
Bye.
Snattak 2025, the 30th convocation open. Thank you, ma'am. May I now?
Thank you, ma'am. May I now request Dr. Sivasivani, Vice President and Deputy Chief Executive, SP Sampathi's Sivasivani Group of Institutions, to welcome the audience.
Respected Presiding Officer at Snattak 2025, Srimati S. Arati, President, SP Sampathi's Sivasivani Educational Society, and President and Chief Executive, SP Sampathi's Sivasivani Group of Institutions. Honorable Chief Guest, Professor T.G. Sitaram, Chairman, All India Council for Technical Education, who has joined us online. Guest of Honor, Sri S. Ramakrishna, Chief Executive Officer, Shakti Energy Solutions Limited. Srimati Deepika Sampathi, Associate Vice President, Sivasivani Group of Institutions. Dr. Neeraj Sampathi and Dr. Preeti Sampathi, esteemed members of SP Sampathi's Sivasivani Educational Society. CA Dosapati Kiran, Chief Financial Officer, Sivasivani Group of Institutions. Professor Ambuj Gupta, Director, Sivasivani Institute of Management. Srimati P. Mamta, Principal, Sivasivani Degree College, Kompally. Srimati V. Sarika Raj, Principal, Sivasivani Degree College, Hyderabad. Sri M. Madan Kumar, Principal, Sivasivani Junior College. Srimati Y. Sharada, Headmistress, Sivasivani's SPS High School. Sri NRPS Chakravarti, Deputy Director, Sivasivani Institute of Management. Sri Y. Anand Reddy, Vice Principal, Sivasivani Degree College. Members of the Governing Body and Board of Studies, SSI. Former Directors and Faculty of SSI. Graduating classes of 2025, parents, friends from the media, guests, colleagues, students, ladies and gentlemen. I heartily welcome Professor T.G. Sitaram, Sri S. Ramakrishna, and each one of you to Snattak 2025, the 30th convocation of Sivasivani Institute of Management. My young friends, passing out of the portals of Sivasivani today on the 98th birth anniversary of our founder, late Sri S.P. Sampathi, I reveal to you his mantra for success. Do not follow where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. This is what the founder had assiduously followed and attained huge success. It is very important and necessary for all of us to adopt new and advanced technologies, but we should also not be totally dependent on them. It is always better to adopt them with our skill sets. Graduating students, as you step into the next and most efficient chapter of your lives, you need to continue to skill yourselves and upskill yourselves. These are the words of advice rendered to young students like you by our Honorable Chief Guest in his convocation address at SPPU Pune. And following this in totality will stand you in good stead all your lives. The calendar years 2025, 2026 and 2027 hold great significance in the history of Sivasivani. On the 3rd of August 2025, Sivasivani stepped into its Blue Sapphire Jubilee year, having completed 64 long years of existence. 22nd October 2026 will be the beginning of the birth centenary year of our illustrious founder, late Sri S.P. Sampathi. And on 22nd October 27, Sivasivani would be celebrating the birth centenary of its founder. On this momentous occasion, I would like to veer off from the traditional welcome address and speak about a few recent decisions of the SP Sampathi's Sivasivani Educational Society with respect to the group institutions in general and SSI in particular. In addition to a merit scholarship up to ₹90,000 each student, the alumni of group institutions, that is the SPS High School, Sivasivani Junior College, Sivasivani Degree College, Gompalli, and Sivasivani Degree College, Somajiguda, Hyderabad, will be eligible for an additional scholarship of up to 65,000 if they take admission into the SSI. At this momentous occasion of the Sapphire Jubilee and the year of birth of its centenary founder begins, Sri S.P. Sampati Memorial Scholarship for Global Studies is being instituted. Under this initiative, every 5 years, an alumna or alumnus of the group institutions will be fully funded for an undergraduate or postgraduate or a doctoral program in an institution of global importance or ranking. The funding would be for all costs associated with the specific program, from the application fee to finishing the program, including travel and other incidental expenditures. Such a beneficiary must work for the group institutions for a minimum period of 10 years post completion of the course. The first edition of this funding will have a cap of rupees 65 lakhs, and the cap for the future editions would be a sum of rupees equivalent to the age of the group institutions at that point in time multiplied by a lakh. Preference would be given to the alumni whose parents and or grandparents are or have been employees of the group institution. The detailed guidelines to regulate this initiative are under preparation and would be announced soon. As we keep moving forward, we hope to increase the number of beneficiaries or decrease the time between subsequent editions or both. I once again heartily welcome our Honorable Chief Guest, Professor Chairman, All India Council for Technical Education, Guest of Honor, Sri S. Ramakrishna, Chief Executive Officer, Shakti Energy Solutions Limited, and each one of you to Snatak 2025, the 30th convocation of Sivasivani Institute of Management. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. May I now request Professor Dr. Ambuj Gupta, Director, Sivasivani Institute of Management, to present the academic report.
Respected Madam Shrimati Aarti Sampati, President and Chief Executive, Sivasivani Group of Institutions, and the Presiding Officer, Snatak 2025. Professor T.G. Sitaram, Chairman, All India Council for Technical Education, and Chief Guest for 30th Snatak. Sri Ramakrishna Sataduri, Chief Executive Officer, Shakti Energy Solutions Limited, and Guest of Honor for 38th Snatak. Dr. Sailesh Sampati, Vice President, SSDI. Mrs. Deepika Sampati, Associate Vice President, SSDI. And faculty colleagues of SSIM, Mrs. Mamta, Principal, Sivasivani Degree College, Mr. Madan Hani, Junior College, Mrs. Sarda, Head Mistress, SPS High School, parents of graduating students, press, media, faculty members of group, institutions, staff members, and my dear students. Namaskar to one and all. At the outset, my heartiest congratulations to all graduating students and their parents. It is an honor and duty to place before you the academic report of Sivasivani Institute of Management for the academic year 2024-25. SSIM is a stand-alone business school approved by All India Council for Technical Education, offering postgraduate diploma in management since 1992. We offer specialized and focused programs like PGDM, triple specialization, which is a blend of functional and sectoral specialization courses, PGDM, banking, insurance and financial services, PGDM, business analytics, as well as fellow and executive fellow program in management. The institute actions are guided by its vision to be a premier management institute, significantly contributing to the corporate world and society. Therefore, we ensure to regularly update the curriculum of our PGDM programs, requirements, and develop future-ready professionals. Our commitment to maintaining quality standards is evident through the accreditations, rankings, and recognitions received from external bodies. SSIM is accredited by NAC, that is National Assessment and Accreditation Council. PGDM program is accredited from NBA, National Board of Accreditation. SSIM is awarded with the International Accreditation, SACS, that is South Asian Quality Systems, from MDSA, that is Association of Nations in South Asia. All PGDM programs are equivalent to MBA, that is Master of Business Administration, from AIU, Association of Indian Universities. I feel proud to inform you that SSIM has recently become a member of AACSB USA, that is Association to Advance Collegiate Schools of Business USA. This is an international accreditation body to ensure highest quality in management education. Our aspiration from being member to securing full accreditation in coming years from AACSB is going to be instrumental in further improving the quality of management education to international standards. SSIM continues to earn national and international recognition for academic excellence and impact. In 2025, SSIM is ranked under the category of Titanium Band in OBE ranking, that is Outcome-Based Education ranking. In the IIRF, Indian Institutional Ranking Framework, SSIM stands at 26th rank for PGDM under the category of private B schools in India. When it comes to awards and accolades, we are not short of. SSIM has received the Best Emerging Management College in South Asia, so South India Award for the year 2025 from CEGR, Center for Education, Growth and Research. SSIM was also awarded the prestigious Excellence in Education Award for the year 2025 from CSR Competition Success Review. The teaching learning pedagogy at SSIM encompasses experiential learning and managerial competency development. We use Harvard cases and simulations to impart best of the learning. We follow outcome-based education system and we put equal emphasis on formative type of assessments so that students evolve out of this transformation journey of learning. We have a rich pool of faculty members drawn from academia and industry who constantly upgrade themselves to deliver the best in classrooms. In the last 1 year, our faculty members have delivered more than 80 executive trainings to various corporates including the Hetero Labs, Punjab National Bank, Lloyd's Technology Center, etc. We are sensitized towards the importance of research because it provides evidence-based solutions to pedagogical problems, improves teaching and learning quality, and helps faculty and students to adapt to the dynamic educational environment. Keeping this in mind, we have started monthly research forum Samvada, where faculty members meet and discuss the evolving research teams and engage in a meaningful dialogue. Further, we also publish biannual research journal Sugyan, and we organize annual International Research Conference Samaroh and also annual Student Research Conference Sadhana every year. Our deep-rooted industry-academia partnerships are the cornerstone of our practice-driven pedagogy. We host over 50 industry leaders annually who bring boardroom insights straight into our classrooms. Some of notable industry leaders who visited the campus recently are Mr. Manish Muralidhar, Partner Audit and Assurance Deloitte, Dr. Hemant B. Rao, Regional Director, National Productivity Council, Mr. Alwala Devendra Reddy, President of the Hyderabad Management Association. We have institutional memberships, the most significant one being membership of CII, Confederation of Indian Industry, and many active MOUs. The recent one is the MOU signed with NISM, National Institute of Securities Market. Our alumni are at the cornerstone of our success, crafting the rich legacy of more than 33 years of an institution. The alumni meet was held on 21st December 2024 last year at SSIM campus, in which around 200 alumni participated. Our alumni regularly visit campus and interact with our students. The Sivasivani Institute of Management is a vibrating campus full of activities and events all around the year. The Samanvay and Inter-College Annual Management Fest provides a platform to demonstrate their talent and compete with other students. Our students is also driven by activities which are organized by various student committees and student clubs. We have recently inaugurated Shuruat, the entrepreneurship cell, and the finance club Samriddhi and the ESG club at the campus. When it comes to academic performance, for the graduating batch from our PGDM program, the pass percentage is 91%, and from PGDM, banking, insurance and financial services, it is 100%, and from PGDM business analytics batch, it is 90%. I congratulate all the graduating students for successfully completing their academic journey with us. Talking about placements from the class of 2025, over 95% of students have been successfully placed with the highest package of around 11 lakhs per annum, while the average package hovers around 7 lakhs per annum. We consistently aim to build upon the caliber, skills and capabilities of our students, keeping in mind the expectations of top recruiters. The Sampark HR Meet was organized recently on 22nd August 2025, which brought together eminent corporate leaders, HR professionals, and industry experts on a common platform to exchange ideas, share experiences, and discuss emerging trends in human resource management. SSIM thrives under visionary leadership and a governance model rooted in transparency, agility, and excellence. Strategic decisions are guided by a blend of academic wisdom and industry foresight, ensuring relevance and resilience. We foster a culture of accountability, innovation, and inclusive growth across all levels of administration. I am thankful to our board and all stakeholders who actively shape our long-term direction and global outlook. For the graduating batch, as you leave SSIM, remember one thing: you carry with you not only a degree, but a legacy. You are now ambassadors of this institution and part of a global family that believes in continuous learning and positive change. So congratulations once again, and make your journey ahead be filled with purpose, passion, and progress. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. May I now request Professor N.R.K.S. Chakravarti, Deputy Director, Sivasivani Institute of Management, to introduce our esteemed guest of honor.
Good evening, everyone. Today marks a milestone in the journey of Sivasivani Institute of Management, the 30th convocation ceremony Snatak, a celebration of knowledge, perseverance, and purpose. And on this very special day, we are truly privileged to welcome a visionary leader who embodies all the three values, Mr. Ramakrishna Satunuri, the Chief Executive Officer of Shakti Energy Solutions Limited. In his current role as CEO of Shakti Energy Solutions, he is leading one of the India's most promising renewable energy ventures, empowering the nation's shift towards a cleaner, brighter, and more sustainable future. Mr. Ramakrishna is not just a corporate leader, he is a change maker, he is a thought leader, and an inspiration to countless professionals across the country. His journey also includes impactful leadership roles at Tata Power Solar Systems, Tata Docomo, Tata Tele Business Services, and Vodafone, where he built high-performing teams, inspired excellence, delivered results, and set benchmarks across the industries. Academically, Mr. Ramakrishna is an MBA from Usmania University, and he has also done advanced leadership program at Harvard Business School, University of Michigan's Rowe School of Business. These achievements not only reflect his brilliance, but his penchant for continuous learning, a trait of a true leader. But what actually makes him remarkable is his humility and his passion for mentoring young minds. As we celebrate this milestone in our institution journey, it is indeed fitting that we have among us a leader who personifies vision, values, and purpose. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving heartfelt, thunderous round of applause to Mr. Ramakrishna Satunuri. Sir, it's our absolute privilege to have you among us today, and I would request you to address our gathering and please share your inspiring message and thoughts on this momentous day. Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you very much for the extremely lavish introduction about me. I'm indeed privileged to be welcomed here. Srimati Arati Sampati Garu, Dr. Sailesh Sampati, Srimati Deepika Sampati, the chief guest, Professor T.G. Sitaraman, the director, Professor Gupta, who gave a very detailed account of the institution, the faculty members, the family members of the students, and the students themselves. Thank you very much for inviting me here, and it's indeed my privilege. I first want to congratulate the students for two occasions, for two reasons. One, you passed out. It's a great moment. Why don't you please give a big round of applause for yourself? Secondly, you are indeed fortunate because you are arguably in the best times that our country has ever seen. Since independence, there were so many inputs that have been given to this nation, so many initiatives, so many policies. All of them, as time passed by, have given their own results. But now, with this clarion call of Viksit Bharat by 2047, you are in the golden age when the speed has picked up and it throws up a plethora of opportunities for each one of you. So you are there to take the cake. There are a few things though that you need to be taken care of. What I will do right now is, as Professor Chakravarti during my introduction spoke about a roughly 38-year career which was spanning over largely three industries. One is office automation, second is telecom, and third is renewable energy. What I would do is, the few learnings that I have picked up, I'll try and share with you, and you might like to pick up a few points and use it as you progress in your career. You have gone through 2 years. At the director mentioned about the toil that you had all gone through in the 2 years. The faculty, the students, we all got together, did a lot of case studies, quizzes, taken exams, burnt midnight oil, and finally all of you are here. Few there and few here, the rank holders. So all of you have done a great job. What you have done is build a lot of principles. You've understood, you got your foundation right, and now you are all set. If you have to have an analogy of cricket, this is the time when all the cricketers spend in the nets. Everything would be told to them, how they need to bat, bowl, field. The coaches would be there. They will tell them all the right things to be doing. And most of the players would do the right things. And then they get into the real world, like you are getting into the corporate world. And the real world for a cricketer is to play international games, the T20s and the ODIs and all of that. There, the life is very different. It's far, far more challenging than what you see at the nets. You are in a different environment, different ground, different pitches, different opponents, and many times the opponents are not the most friendly people. They won't use the most parliamentary language as well. So you are faced with a situation which is tough. So when the situation is tough, what do? You handle the situation to win in that situation. So a few things that I went through in my career, I'd like to share a few points, possibly in the next 10 minutes. The first thing that I learned very early in my career, after seeing a few initial failures, and incidentally let me tell you, failure is a great friend. Embrace failure because it gives you huge amount of learnings. After the initial failures that I went through, I realized that preparation for any situation is absolutely essential. Before you get into a particular situation, what is the kind of preparation that you have done of all the known parameters? And also, how are you going to preempt the situation of certain unknown parameters? What is the kind of imagination that you use? I personally found it very, very important. I came across a very interesting anecdote. Pardon me, I'll relate a few of the cricketing incidents because I'm a great cricket fan and therefore I pick up a lot of learnings from there. It's in the year 1998 when the Australian team came to India, and it was at that time where this rivalry between Shane Warne and Sachin Tendulkar was made up to be a big thing, and apparently Shane Warne was practicing something to get Sachin Tendulkar out. The genius that Sachin Tendulkar is went to Chennai 3 days before the rest of the team, and the reason for that is he called a local spinner called Lakshman Shivaramakrishnan and made him bowl to him for 3 days continuously, where he was preempting what the great Shane Warne would do. And finally, in the moment of truth, when Shane Warne came and bowled to him, by that time he had prepared so much that he won the battle. That's the value of preparation. It's an anecdote which saw a lot of success, but believe you me that when you get into any situation well prepared, the level of confidence is immense and the level of stress is the least. The two great things for success. It's a very interesting thing that when you prepare more, there is this aspect called luck that's there in all our lives. The more you prepare, the more you succeed. And people attribute a lot to luck, which is a very important aspect in our life. It's a saying by a golfer called Gary Player, and it really caught my imagination. He said, the harder I work, it looks like the luckier I get. So you work hard, harder, so your luck increases. So basically what happens is the probability of success significantly goes up if you work harder, because you have already done some, and that's where she would test whether she was well prepared or not. So that's the level of preparation that she did, and needless to say, she always aced every exam. And that's, I repeat, the value of hard work and preparation. When you get into your real world, it is very important that you become a master of whatever you're doing. In whichever field, you might be in sales, marketing, finance, investment banking, you might get into Asian Paints, Berger Paints, whichever organization you get into, you've got to be a master of the subject that you are dealing with. Because the world is a great fan of people who know their job well, or who are on top of whatever they need to be doing. You've got to build knowledge. Don't look at things in a unipolar way as to what you have been told to. Stretch your imagination. Go outside. What they popularly call as the outside-in approach. Look at what the market is doing. Look at what your competitors are doing. Look at what the regulators are doing. Look at what the government's investments are. If you do this, you will be well ahead of the curve and most likely to win. There was this case study of oil and gas company. It was operating in erstwhile Soviet Union. Many of you wouldn't be knowing possibly that Soviet Union was a conglomerate of many nations. So while they were making their strategy, they got into so many details, and then someone said that Soviet Union will be disintegrated, possibly. And therefore they made their strategy. They had plan B, basis disintegration, and had their entire organization at the right places, possibly Russia, Ukraine, Kazakhstan, and all of those. When finally the disintegration happened, every other oil and natural gas company fell by the wayside. This was a company which succeeded. And therefore, what I'm trying to drive home is your hard work, knowledge, and a curious mind. There is this very interesting thing that I learned during my career is there is this very important ratio called say-do ratio. Say-do ratio is what you commit basis all the knowledge that you have that you will deliver and what you finally deliver on. If your say-do ratio is 1:1, you are going to be a CEO. That's a guarantee, because that means that you have understood everything about the organization. Once you put in all these efforts, make no mistake, everyone in this place or anywhere else in the world, they have opportunities come their way. Everyone. There's not a single human being who has not had opportunities come their way. But few of them grab the opportunities. And who are those who grab the opportunities? They are the people who actually put in all these efforts, the preparation, the hard work, the say-do ratio. By doing all of this, they are thinking ahead of the curve, and when the opportunity comes there, they grab it. I had this great opportunity of having a meeting with the chairman of the Tata Group, and there was a business presentation that I had to make. It was a 45-minute meeting. So I have this habit of, before getting into any meeting, I would list down all the potential questions that could be asked of me. So I made a complete list, lot to do with business, and I said, I'm thinking like myself, but the person asking is the chairman. So can I try to imagine what the chairman could be asking? So then, apart from business, as a chairman, he would be looking at a lot more other things. One of the things could be sustainability, another could be what are we doing to the society, etc., etc. So I listed down all the points which I normally don't think. Friends, to my surprise and to great happiness, the amount of questions that were asked of the business were very few, because most of them were already there in the presentation. The number of questions that were there outside the presentation about the sustainability, about the society, what we're going to do, and all these points were so high, and thank God that actually I prepared and I had answers for everything. I came out very happy, and the chairman made a comment also that this is how prepared one should be in a presentation, and that's the power of thinking ahead of time. Another learning that I had, which is valuable for everyone, which is called, how are we doing on time? Okay, please tell me when I stop. Okay. So, the great concept that I have learned is that early in my career, I would start doing something. I would come across certain hurdles. And at the end of that, and when I come across these hurdles, I would say, this is not for me. And I would give up. So I gave up once, I gave up twice. And then I looked at someone else who did it. Then I kept thinking, how was it that I failed and my neighbor did when till most of the things that we did were the same. And then I realized that the person who was successful, just before giving up, tried once again. So therefore, that whole concept of before giving up, ask yourself, have I done everything? Have I given up early? If your answer is, let me try once again, you are on the right path. You are, as I said, in a great time right now. You people are so intelligent, so savvy about so many things, which many things I couldn't have even dreamt when I was passing out of my MBA. Today you have the benefit of AI, so obviously that is something each one of you will master if you have not already mastered. Because that's going to help you in your decision making. You will become more analytical, you will become more data-based, and you will become... And the moment your decisions are based on all of this, the chances of that decision being right are very high. The probability significantly goes up. Not all decisions will be right. There will be failures, but it is about how you have gone about the process. It reminds me of when I was growing up, I read this book by Alvin Toffler. This was written, I think, in 1970. And the name of the book is Future Shock. In that book, very famously, Alvin Toffler says, the illiterate of the 21st century is not the one who cannot read or write. The illiterate of the 21st century is not the one who cannot read or write, but the one who cannot learn, unlearn and relearn. So there is so much of importance associated with learning, and that's what Alvin Toffler said. While you're doing this, please ensure that every day you ask yourself, what is the new thing that I have learned? I've been extremely fortunate of being a mentor to a group of young and very talented professionals called TAS officers. They are called Tata Administrative Services Officers, who are generally picked up from top B schools. And they are endowed with a brilliant brain and raring to go. And there are so many questions that they have. And that's looking at them, I have learned the value of giving the time to learn every day and very, very actively and aggressively. And while you're doing that, I have, from great successful people, I have learned that if you run behind results, it will give you just results, not just... If you run behind just results, it is going to give you a lot of strain. You need to run behind what is going to get you the results. What is going to ensure that you reach the destination. This is what our grandmothers also have taught us. Karmanya varikarasya mahaleshu kadacha. So you stay focused on the work that you need to do, the process that you need to follow, and the building blocks for you to get the results. As I come almost to the close of what I wanted to say today, the two things that I want you to very blindly focus on is one, build communication. All of you would be having very good communication skills by the sheer course that you have gone through, but keep building on the communication skills, be active listeners. So there is this thing called, are you listening to respond or are you listening to assimilate? You should listen to assimilate, understand the situation and then communicate and then speak. Communication is not just speaking well, communication is listening very well, assimilating the whole thing and then speaking. It's a combination of all of that. And the other thing is you need to build this passion for people. You need to ensure that you have the empathy, you have the gratitude, because these that are going to make you very amiable with people. And a good leader is one when he goes to a team and says, jump, the team members will automatically ask, how high? They all will build that trust in the leader if you take care of this empathy towards people and obviously have the knowledge and direction. So before I close, I wish you great success in your career. I'm sure each one of you will have great success. But while you are going through your success, when you see a lot of great things happening to you, all of you get married, have a great family, big house, badi gadi, lot of money, bank balance, foreign holidays, etc., etc. When you are having all of this, there will be certain people in disguise who will come to you. You need to identify them closely. One disguised person is called overconfidence. The other is a very easily approachable thing called complacency. After you do something, you say, okay, this I can do any day at 2 a.m. These two are okay. But the third enemy, which can kill and ruin quite a few people, is this three-lettered word called ego. These are the three enemies of progress. There are also some friends, great friends, all-weather friends. One, the first one, which I'm a great fan of, is humility. Every time you see a lot of success, see humility. Never ever give up on hard work. And the third most important friend is nothing in this world is worth without following the path of ethics. Humility, hard work and ethics will be your greatest friends in your entire career. Wishing you all the very success in your career and thank SSIM once again. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your insightful words. May I now request Srimati Deepika Sampati, Associate Vice President, SP Sampathi's Sivasivani Group of Institutions, to introduce the eminent chief guest.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's my privilege to introduce the chief guest of today's function to this august gathering. Professor Dr. T.G. Sitaram, a distinguished academician, renowned civil engineer, and an influential education administrator, currently serving as the chairman of All India Council for Technical Education, New Delhi, Government of India, since December 21, 2022. With an illustrious academic and research career spanning over 3 decades, Professor Sitaram is widely recognized for his visionary leadership, commitment to excellence, and transformative contributions to Indian technical education landscape. Prior to AICTE, he served as the director of Indian Institute of Technology, Guwahati, 2019 to 2022, where he was instrumental in launching 5 new interdisciplinary schools and 5 research centers, and significantly improved the Institute global ranking under his tenure. IIT Guwahati ranked second in India for citation per faculty in QS World Ranking 2022 and 2023, and initiated a unique partnership with Government of Assam to establish a medical school and a multi-speciality hospital within the campus. Professor Sitaram holds a BE in Civil Engineering from the University of Mysore M.Tech from Indian Institute of Sciences, IISc, Bangalore, and a PhD from the University of Waterloo, Canada. He has held faculty and research positions in leading institutions such as University of Texas at Austin, University of Waterloo, and IISc Bangalore, where he served for over more than 30 years. He has guided over 40 PhD scholars, authored 500 plus technical papers and 20 books, holds 5 patents and was listed among the world's top 2% scientists by Stanford University from 2020 to 2021.